Alright guys, in today's video tutorials we are going to look at how to navigate this PIXELAB app and some of the features we need to know as beginners to be able to design effectively. So without wasting much time, let's quickly jump into what we have for today. This Max Graphics, your online graphics school. So when you open PIXELAB app, this is what you see on your device. This is the interface for PIXELAB, and when you open it, you will see this particular 5 icons at the bottom and some other icons or buttons here at the top there. So let's start with what we have under here. So this particular first one here, that contains the default background, which we can see here, and other preset backgrounds that we can use or provided by the PIXELAB itself. So that is basically for the first one. So when you come to this second one here, this letter A here, this is used for text manipulation. That is when you want to do anything that has to do with the text itself. This is where you come to be able to edit your text. So when you click on it, you have this vast number of other icons which you can also use. So there are a lot of them that you can manipulate under that text icon, under this particular icon. So this is edit, this is delete, this one is to copy the text, this is to turn the text to the back of another, and this is to the front. This particular one here is for positioning of your text. That is when you click on it, you have something like this that you can easily move your text around. This particular one here is also used to position your text, but this is a relative positioning. That is, it helps you to be able to position your text either at the center or any side of your distance, and it's much faster and easier. So when you move to the next one here, this one has to do with the size, increasing the size or reducing the size of your text. When you click on it, you have something like this. You can easily regulate it to the size you want. That is for this particular size here. This is for padding. This is color. Change the color of your text. When you click on it, you can change the color of your text and all that. So that is for color. This one is texture. You used to import elements or elements from your device and you use them as color for your text. This particular one here is also opacity. It determines the visibility of your text. So when you move it to 100, you have your text fully visible. When you move it down here, you fade off your text a bit. So that is for visibility. This is to rotate the text, turn the text either to the left or to the right, or rotate it the way you want. This is mask, to cut your text when designing. That is when it is necessary to do so. These are fonts. This is where when you click on this particular one, you have the option to choose other fonts that you want your writings to be in. This is also the style of your fonts. You can manipulate the style here, or you can also bend your text. These are all features that you can use effectively. Yeah. When you come to the next one here, this is also used for the text background. This gives a color to the text background so that your text will be more visible and all that. This is for alignment. This is spacing. This is also spacing. When you come here, this is a stroke. You add a color effect around your text, that is to make it more visible in situation whereby your text is blending to the background and all that. This is shadow. You add shadow to your text. This is shadow. This is inner shadow and all that. All these are features you can use. This is perspective, 3D text effect, and all these ones are features of things that we can use effectively when it comes to our PIXELAB thing. So I wouldn't want to waste much time here and all that. So let's move to this third icon here. When you click on this, has to do with shapes. This also gives you the opportunity to manipulate your shapes and all that. This particular app here, the fourth one here, also works mainly for the background. That is, works mainly for the background. So when you click on it, you have this particular items showing here. This is the background color, background transparency, and image size. You can set your image size from here. That is your flyer or design size from this particular one here. This one is used to crop the image or manipulate the image to a size that you can also use this one to import image from your gallery or your device into the PIXELAB working space. Okay, so that is basically for this fourth one. When you come to this particular one here, the last one, this is also for the background manipulation. This is for background it is also used to add some kind of effects to the background. So I will say that it complements this particular fourth one here, and they all work together to give a good background depending on what you are working on. That is mainly for this particular icons here. So as I said earlier on, we don't want to make this video long, so let's quickly come to the top here and look what we have there. So when you check here, we have some few icons, some few distinct buttons found on the top here. So when you look here, the first one here is the plus sign. So when you click on this plus sign, these are what you get. You have the option to insert text, that when you click on it, you'll be able to type a particular text you want. When you come to the second one, this gives you the current date. That means when I click on it right now, I'll be able to have today's date and all that to work on. So this is also stickers. These are also features embedded in the app that you can use for design. These are shapes. When you click on this particular one, you have a lot of shapes that will pop up. That is, you have a lot of shapes that will come when you click on it. You can see all these are shapes from where I clicked from. So that is basically for that particular one. The second one here, this is the save button. Very important, the save button. So when you click on it, these are what you have. You have the option to save your work as a project. You also have the option to save your work as an image into your device and all that. So that is for this particular second one here. That is it for the particular one second here. So when you go to the next one, that is the share button. That is the button we use to share icons. The button we use to share icons and all that. That is for that particular one and all that. So when you look at this particular one here, this is also codes. These are codes on the PIXELAB app that we can use during our design and all that. So the three dots here also works like this plus sign here, but more features that you can use. So when you use this particular one, you're going to import an image from the back from your device that will be used as your working area. You're going to do your design, the address you use to do your design and all that. So that is basically what we have there too. The last one here has to do with the layer panel. The layer panel, when you click on this one here, you can see this particular thing right at the left hand side. It also shows all the elements you are working on with that particular project at that moment. All the elements will line up on this particular thing that pops up. All your work will line up there. The elements you brought in will line up there, and you can easily locate each and every one to reposition or shape them, all those stuff. So there are some few things I think we haven't tackled, and I want to touch on them, and then we end this particular tutorial for today. So these are few icons here. These two particular ones here, this is delete, we know. This is also to make text or edit text. The pencil shaped like there is also used for text and all that. So guys, this is all that you need to know about this PIXELAB and the icons that you need to do. So as we continue in this channel, you will learn how to use this particular icons very effectively as a beginner. So without wasting my time, let's call this a day and see you in the next video.